Hello, my friends. I am here today at the Methods Precision Center in Acton, Massachusetts. This is a one-of-a-kind facility in North America, the first of its kind, and I'm here with Matt Myers today, who's going to tell us a little bit more. Matt, can you tell us a little bit more about this amazing facility?
Yeah, Tony, so welcome. So here at the Methods Precision Center up in Acton, Mass. This is the facility is the first of its kind in North America. We developed this facility to really help prove out challenging test cuts to our customers. Because when you have some of the most accurate machines in the world like Nakamura and Yazda, when people have these really tough, challenging test cuts, or really tight tolerance test cuts, historically people have had to send the test cuts off to Germany or Japan, to where they do have facilities that are fully climate controlled. And we wanted to have more control of that ourselves and give more access to customers in North America to those types of facilities. So that's why in 2018, 2019, we built out this facility that we opened in 2019. So inside of this facility, it is 10,000 square feet that is fully climate controlled. Inside of that 10,000 square feet, we have the 4,000 square feet in our Precision Center lab that we're currently standing in. So inside this lab, we're controlling the air temperature, pressure, and humidity. The air temperature in this room doesn't change more than half a degree at any point. Each one of our machines are actually standing on an isolation pad, and these pads are reinforced by steel reinforcements vertically and horizontally to completely minimize any vibrations. So if we're running 5 machines at once, or a forklift is driving by outside, there will be absolutely zero interference with the machines and their cutting.
That is so incredibly impressive. It really is. Kudos to you guys for putting this kind of an outfit together. I think it's a necessity in the industry, the world we work in. Can you tell me a little bit about the air filtration system that we're standing in right now?
Yeah, of course. So especially in this room, the filtering of the air is extremely important. When you're doing tight tolerance test cuts like we're always trying to prove out, the air pressure, temperature, humidity, all of that becomes very important, especially as a lot of our Yazdas and other machines have thermal compensation built in. So the air in this room actually circulates out every 3 minutes. So every 3 minutes, as we're talking, the air is getting sucked out through the vents that are in the corners, and throughout the tub you can see our massive HVAC system that is just pumping the air out. Right now, actually, our system's only running at 50%. So we have actually the ability to expand this area out to another 2,000 square feet. And that we have plans to do that in the future as we continue to grow and help more customers with these tight tolerance test cuts.
Well, you mentioned opening in 2019, and you just mentioned briefly about growing. What are some of the plans for growth? Are you going to add machines? Are you going to add different types of filtration? Are you playing with tolerances? I mean, it seems like you've more or less perfected the system, so which direction does growth go from?
So right now, inside of our precision lab, we have 6 different isolation pads set up. And then inside of our center, right out in the part of the center right outside of the lab, which we consider our R&D area, we have another 7 pads set up. So outside, it's still temperature controlled, it's just to a much less tolerance than it is in here. So what we're going to end up doing eventually is expanding the lab out to encompass those 7 pads. That way we'll have even more room for more test cuts, more tight tolerance work, and a lot more R&D proving out, that these machines some Yazdas can machine down to a 10 nanometer resolution. So really getting down to that tight tolerance and those tiny cuts, being able to prove that, you need a facility like this to show the accuracies of these machines.
That is some extreme accuracy as well. And for you people out there who may not know, when you just vary in temperature just a little bit, that changes even the microns of the precision of the machine. So having an outfit like this means a world of difference, which is why there's so few of them in the world, and certainly with this being the first one in North America. What industries do you see value this the most, or is it pretty much for everyone?
It's a little bit for everyone, because every industry has certain certain parts and certain things that really require this tight tolerance work. A lot of it was wrapped around the aerospace industry. When we do a lot of aerospace work, security is a big part of it, which is why this room is secured with locks to the building, locks to the room, and we have shades in the windows to prevent anyone else from looking in. So we have customers all the time who are coming into this room to do test cuts, and we'll work with them on those test cuts. And if they're in the room doing that test cut, they're blocked off from anyone else, so no one can get anywhere near the room. So security is a big part of our building and what we do here.
As it should be with some of the work you guys do. I know I'm not allowed to see any of the secrets either, guys, so I get to see the facility, but there's some real magic happening here. As far as who you're able to support, is this North America based, is this US based, or do you support the whole world when it comes to running test cuts, if it's called upon?
So right now, we're just North America based. We're really a customer focused company. So we built this facility not to expand our reach globally, but to really focus on helping out our customers and future customers here in North America.
Well, in my opinion, for what it's worth, I think that this is the perfect setup for anyone who's struggling a little bit or needs to do the R&D in another facility of those tight tolerances. So guys, this is amazing. If you have an opportunity to talk with Matt, to talk with some of the other guys here at Methods Machine Tools and get a tour, you're a lucky person. I consider myself lucky as well. Matt, thanks for having me in and showing me this facility.
Thanks for coming in, Tony.